say things.
Hello, it's me again. Cocktails. Hello, this is Nick from the Poisonous Cabinet, back again, but this time we're going to make some cocktails. It's very exciting. So if you watched our previous video, that was the top 10 sort of bottles to have in your bar and the equipment you will need. We're going to have a few videos now on what cocktails you can make with those ingredients, with those bottles. So it's very exciting. So the first one we're going to do is a Martinez. Now this went down hugely well on the episode. We did it on, can't remember what the episode was. Probably should have researched that. But it went down really well on the episode. Both Sinead and I loved it. And we went through a long period, for a couple of months, of drinking nothing but the Martinez's and getting very, very drunk. So we're going for a Martinez for the first one. Now this is a stirred cocktail. So I have my mixing glass here. So I'm going to make enough for two, because Sinead is lurking in the background, giving me daggers if I don't make her a cocktail. So we're going to make enough for two on this one. And I have a big old bucket of ice going on here as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck some ice in my mixing glass. Feel that. Then we have a base of gin. So I am using the Tanqueray, my standard sort of London dry gin. And for each Martinez, we're going to need 2 ounces of gin on this one. So. Alright, so that's 2. As I say, making double here, so and getting it all over the table. Okay, so that's our gin. And next we are going to need some sweet vermouth, some red vermouth, and we are going to go for an ounce of that. So let's get that out. Then we are going to, the next thing, we are going to have some dry vermouth. Now we only want 1/4 of an ounce of this one, so a much, much, much lower volume of this. So this will be 1/2 an ounce in total, so I'm going to get my slightly weir jigger. Go with that. Then we also want some triple sec, some orange liqueur, so I've got some Cointreau. Again, we're going to go with 1/2 an ounce of that. Realising now I should use a bigger measuring jug, because that's getting quite full. But oh well, it'll fit. And we're very nearly done. So we've got some of that. And then the very last thing, now this is something we didn't cover in our previous video, is bitters. Now I don't count bitters as a bottle, so I didn't include it in my 10 bottles, but for this one we're going to use some Angostura bitters. So I'm going to grab it. I can't find them. I have the bitters gone. That's annoying. Oh, there they are! Found them! They were not where I was expecting. They were in the wrong part of the cabinet. Sneaky bitters. So we're going to go for a couple of dashes of the bitters. That's all we need in that. Now bitters, you use them so unbelievably, so sparingly, such a small amount, but they do really lift your drinks. They really lift your drinks. Think of them as seasoning for your cocktails, pretty much. You wouldn't have a meal without salt or pepper or anything like that. So these really do just help elevate a drink into something that's perfectly pleasant, to something that's really, really nice. So before I stir that, I'm going to get my glasses sorted. So, again, go to the cabinet. So I'm using these. If you can see the glasses, see these are called Nick and Nora glasses. These are my go-to. I love these glasses. Absolutely fantastic for many, many things. At one point in the future, I may do another video on glassware. It'll be very exciting. And go through all that gubbins. Get your spoon. And give everything a nice old stir. Probably want about 10 seconds, 15 seconds or so to get it nicely chilled. I have massively overfilled this mixing glass, so it's not ideal. Then I'm going to grab my strainer, pop that on the top, and then we are going to have at it with our Martinez. Try and get them vaguely even if we can. And there we have it. If we were feeling particularly fancy, you could absolutely garnish this. A maraschino cherry on a little pick would be delightful. Can't bother. But that would look very smart indeed. That would be the go-to one. But here we have. We have a Martinez. So I'm going to pass this over. Sinead is just sitting behind the camera. So there we go. So she's got hers. Otherwise there would be hell to pay. Very nice. So yes, so a Martinez, a classic gin, sweet vermouth, bit of dry vermouth, bit of orange, a bit of bitters in there as well. I'm going to give it a go. Absolutely lovely. One of the ones that we would now call spirited forward, I think, which is the new phrase I'm going to use on all possible occasions. It does pack a punch. You perhaps have one or two of these maximum, otherwise you will be on the floor. But it is a lovely, lovely drink. So do give it a go, follow along, and then yeah, hope you enjoy the Martinez, and we will see you soon.